Alright, got best suited to dentist office or other practices of a similar kind, orthodontist office, doctor's offices, anything like that. It could be used in any of these scenarios. So, primary purpose here just going to be interact with all potential clients, right? So that's going to be handling the phones when someone calls. They'll never have to wait. If they text in for information or just to confirm an appointment, they'll always get a prompt response from the AI. So it'll also help keep your, in-office people focused on in-office tasks. It's also going to schedule appointments automatically, handle customer questions or queries automatically again, just so office staff can stay focused on what they're doing in the office. As usual, we're going to try to grow that online credibility by, increasing the amount of positive reviews on your website or Google reviews or Yelp or whatever service you prefer to have your reviews on, and just try to increase just general patient loyalty, which I know isn't a huge problem for offices like this, but it is something to think about. If you can try to increase it, that's always good. So it's going to just try to give them a little bit more personalized experience as opposed to calling in and, the people not even knowing who it is on the phone. The AI is going to know exactly who you are, how many times you've been there, and what's going on. In your chart even. So it just has a little bit of extra information to create a little bit more personalized experience. So obviously, the incoming lead or contact is going to interact with AI immediately, whether that's through the website, call, text, or social media, depending on where they're coming from. And if they just have a question, it'll handle that query or question, transfer calls to the appropriate department if they need to speak with someone in the office. So that's really one path they can go down if they're not scheduling an appointment. Now, if they do want to schedule an appointment, it will go ahead and schedule the appointment. Once that's done, the appointment info is sent off to that contact so that they've got a written copy of where they're supposed to be, when they're supposed to be there, and if they're going to need to bring anything with them, any forms or anything like that. And it'll also alert the office administrator that a new appointment was booked, just so that the people in the office are also aware of what's going on. From there, it'll wait until the appointment date and it'll remain active just to handle any questions or handle any rescheduling or anything that happens in the interim. But it's pretty much just in sleep mode waiting for something to do. Once the appointment's completed and the attending dentist will update the patient's chart with any issues and also a note as far as severity goes, the AI will be able to read into that and it will use the dentist notes just to automatically send some educational material to the client or patient just associated with whatever issues they're currently having. And it will also just automatically schedule a follow-up appointment based on dentist notes and what that chart is looking like. Obviously, the dentist can also manually set an appointment. That's not a problem either. After that, it'll send a quick thank you message with the survey. If the feedback is poor, the AI will note that feedback and send it to whatever the relevant department would be to try to implement a fix or improvement if there is something applicable and can be done there. If the feedback is positive, it'll just request a review on your website or Google or wherever you'd want those reviews to go. So this is just something to try to clean up that front office experience, keep your people focused a little bit more on the folks that are actually in the office, keep them off the phone, and also minimize wait times and try to just create a unique experience that'll have your patients coming back.